Hey Lorain County wrestling fans, welcome back to another episode of The Matt Report, brought to you by our friends at Cobos Insurance Center. A reminder that Cobos Insurance Center is locally owned and they are proud supporters of the local high school wrestling scene here in Lorain County, so please consider Cobos for all your insurance needs. Again, I'm your host Rocco Nushi, the one and only Kristen Bauer behind the camera, and another reminder, make sure you like and subscribe to that Chronicle Telegram YouTube channel. It's the best way to stay up to date with all of the latest content and video drops, so again, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button on the Chronicle Telegram YouTube channel. So let's get things rolling. A tough showing for some of our local schools in the district round of the state dual tournament. We initially thought that there would be no Lorain County representation coming out of those duels as Avon Lake, Firelands, and Columbia all fell, but that changed in a hurry as Avon Lake actually will replace Perrysburg in the state dual state championship this Saturday at St. Edwards. Don't know why exactly Perrysburg dropped out after knocking off Avon Lake in the district round, but Avon Lake does get through because Perrysburg drops out, so they'll be representing Lorain County this Saturday at St. Ed's in the state dual championships. Again, Firelands and Columbia, good efforts this past weekend, but ultimately they unfortunately fall just a little short. In the SWC, Avon Lake, they finished the season at 7-0 in conference duels, a perfect conference duel campaign for them, so congratulations to Scott Sedlick and his guys on that accomplishment. They knocked off North Ridgeville in the past week, 69-6 was the final there. Avon, though, right behind Avon Lake in those standings at 6-1 in conference duels. They got a big win over Amherst on their senior night. So this SWC tournament next weekend at Olmsted Falls is certainly setting up. And don't forget about Elyria either. They picked up their second conference dual win of the season, knocking off Midview 42-34. This was actually one of the more entertaining duels of the season so far. It was 38-34. Elyria up 4 points heading into the final bout between the 106-pounders, and Seamus Fogarty pulls it out for the Pioneers. He knocks off Carson Morris of Midview to help secure the win for the Pioneers. And speaking of Elyria wrestling, we have to give a huge congratulations to their longtime coach, Eric Burnett, former coach after his retirement this past season. Armando Torres now in control, but Eric Burnett, he's being selected to the 2023 Elyria Sports Hall of Fame for the class of 2023. So congratulations to Coach Burnett. You know, I didn't get a whole lot of time with him here at WEOL starting in 2020, but got to see a couple of years there for Coach Burnett on the mats, and certainly I've heard plenty of stories about what he's done for the area. So congratulations to Coach Burnett. I want to talk about these duels in the schools as we've talked about a couple of times throughout the season. Columbia just had one over there at the home of the Raiders, and it was a lot of fun. They welcomed in Lutheran West, both the boys and the girls. The Raiders on the boys side pick up a win. The girls fall to Lutheran West, but the girls, they had to wrestle up a couple of weight classes for a couple of their girls just to be able to compete at that duel in the school, but it was very well done. Sarah Napier, she fell to Katie Kerr, who is fourth in the state at the 120-pound weight class, but Sarah going up from 115 to 120 just to wrestle and compete and giving Katie Kerr the kind of match that she did. Very, very impressive stuff. For the boys, Cole Scholke, Colton Wolcott, Ethan Valentine all picked up early wins for the guys, but senior Eric Pepsin maybe had one of the more impressive wins. He jumped up from 180 to 215 and picked up a sudden victory overtime win, so congratulations to Eric and Columbia for putting on a real nice duel at the school. Want to give a shout out to Sean Bennett of the Chronicle Telegram as well. He had a really nice article on Clearview senior Cameron Carreras. This was in last Friday's Chronicle Telegram. Cameron had a really good freshman year, but it was sidelined his sophomore and junior seasons. He had some injuries, dealing with cutting weight. It was a lot for Cameron, but he finally gets back out here on the mats in his senior season. Not until late December, though, as he still had to cut some weight. He finally does. He gets the season going at the Vermilion Defense Soap Duels. Now he sits at 14-2 on the season. He's knocked off several state-ranked wrestlers, and he's actually 7th ranked in Division III for his weight class. So a really nice article there on Clearview senior Cameron Carreras. Their coach, Jason Stedman, cannot stop talking about this kid. So definitely check out that article from Sean. Sean also had Elyria's Riley Banyas as his wrestler of the week. She was 5-0 last week with 4 major pins. As we talked about on last week's show, she brought home a title at the Columbia Girls Invitational, her second straight at that event, and brings her career win total to 95. So Elyria's Riley Banyas, last week's wrestler of the week per the Chronicle Telegram's Sean Bennett. So what's up next year as we kind of get towards the tail end of the season? Well, this weekend, weekend. The Lorain County League Championships are on Saturday at Firelands. That should be a lot of fun. Columbia certainly the favorite heading into this one as they finished the season at 7-0 in conference duels, but we'll see if some of those other Lorain County League teams can give them a challenge again this Saturday at Firelands. You also have the state dual tournament championships this weekend as well. Avon Lake, as we mentioned, the one Lorain County League team, or not Lorain County League, but Lorain County team representing our area. They'll be going against St. Ed's at St. Ed's on Saturday. And then next weekend, we'll have some more on this on next week's show, but next weekend at Olmsted Falls on the 18th, that's a Saturday. It'll be the SWC tournament again at Olmsted Falls. So still plenty to look forward to here in the wrestling season. So that'll do it for this week. Again, plenty happening, plenty still to come here in the Lorain County High School wrestling scene. So for Kristen Bauer behind the camera, I am your host, Rocco Nucci, saying thank you for watching another episode of The Matt Report, brought to you by our friends at Cobos Insurance Center. We'll see you guys next time.